India started about 5 months back when we started working on bettering the pillars of health, environment and hygiene in our country. And we put in this unique element of competition into it. And the response, it worked, and how. Let me invite Associate Vice President of DHFL America, Suman Majumdar, to please come on the stage and say a few words. Suman, you've been a part of this campaign for the past 5 months.
Right.
And now look at the audience. What do you have to say?
It's been a pleasure. If I sum it up in just one single sentence, it's been a pleasure. Guys, when we started this campaign, we felt, hamare desh mein kuch ho nahi raha. Let's do something good. But by the time we started moving around, by the time we went to your school to find out what exactly is each school doing, it's been an eye-opener, guys. We see different uniforms. We see people from different states. We see people who may have different viewpoints. But remember one thing, guys, today sitting out here, you may have been competing against each other. But today, you will be there as a single team. You will realize that each one of you, when you collaborate, the country is going to go faster towards a developed nation, towards becoming a developed nation.
Thank you so much, Major Suman. Now moving on to the first session of this conclave, we are going to start with a session that will make you think deep and hopefully make you value what you have inherited and also instill in you the responsibility to take care of it. I would like to call on stage my colleague Gargi Rawat to please take it forward.
Thank you so much, Ritika. Well, welcome all the students, all the teachers. It's great having you here today. I'd like to call on stage Bittu, if you can get off your tablet. Bittu Sahgal, the founder of a magazine Sanctuary Asia, and someone who NDTV has been very, very closely associated for a very, very long time. Great to have you with us, Bittu.
Hi.
This campaign, as you heard in the introduction, is all about environment, cleanliness, as well as health. And these are the three pillars, but they're all totally interlinked. And without a good environment, we're not going to have good health or cleanliness at all. So,
do you know that there is only one species on Earth that has the technology to produce waste? Anybody?
Come on. Yeah, that's
Humans!
Humans.
We're the only guys who know how to produce waste. Do you know something? That when a dog goes out and takes a little shit on the road, there are flies and beetles and heaven knows what coming saying, breakfast. Nothing is ever wasted anywhere on Earth at all. Everything turns into something else. So, bottom line, while we can, Gargi, you and I can go out and talk to the kids about keeping things clean, the real way to keep things clean is to allow nature to do what nature does best and not overwhelm it.
Let's get some questions from the students here.
What can the government do to help to curb the rampant construction in cities?
What I would do now, whether it's Mr. Trump or whether it's me or Gargi or anybody else, I would say, first ask, every step you take, is it going to make the lives of children better or worse? Billabong, look at your city. You have the largest national park in the world in the center of your city. It's the Sanjay Gandhi National Park. And it was kids who made sure that that city stood still and wouldn't consume that. This boy's school is 25 minutes away from 30 to 50,000 flamingos. You have to go to Lake Nukuru to see that. Just tell the elders, I like flamingos, I like open spaces, I like trees. Please don't take them away. Do all the development you want, but not like this, like pound of flesh, not an ounce of blood.
I don't have a question, but it's like when one stands up for something, then 1,000 people stand for them also.
Yeah, well, I think that's absolutely right.
What is the importance of environmental studies? We should actually we should really not study it only on books. We should have practical, we should actually have practical campaigns and stuff to plant trees.
I love you. What he is talking about is something that actually the medical world has accepted. There is now an identifiable disease called nature deficit disorder. it causes blood pressures to rise, it causes depression, it causes immune system defects. Our distancing from nature is something so strong, so I agree with you. In fact, I would go one step further and say, I wouldn't like the word environmentalist to be around in the lexicon of our communications. All of us are environmental. You could be a poet, write poetry. If you're a writer, use your words. If you're a businessman, use your influence. We just have to do what we do, but we have to care for the right thing.
Be aware about the environment, be aware of the issues at hand. Don't just get blinded by those numbers, 6% growth, 7% growth, development, etc., that you keep hearing and politicians will talk about because, you know, that looks like something real to them, that's immediate. But environment, your forests, your rivers, that's something that in the long term you're going to realize just how important it really is. Well, Ritika, I think, would you like to now carry on the program?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Gargi. Thank you. Thanks. So the campaign that you see, Behtar India today, actually the seeds of it were sown last year with a small Gurugram-based campaign, Hum versus Dengue, which was initiated by DHFL Pramerica. And it's very fortunate that we have the CEO and MD of DHFL Pramerica Life Insurance Company Limited, Mr. Anup Pabi, with us today. So I request you to please come on the stage to share a few words.
I'm so pleased to be here today. Welcome all of you to this Behtar India Schools Convention. Behtar India is a joint national campaign between NDTV and DHFL Pramerica Life Insurance. The program has been very well received. Our outreach into schools and the school fraternity has produced tremendous results. We have over 600 schools which have enrolled for the program. Over 25,000 children have personally registered for the program. A lot of schools inspired by this program have incorporated community service as a parameter in their evaluation of their kids. Schools in Gurgaon, Delhi, Mumbai, Dehradun, Lucknow, Kochi, Visakhapatnam, Hyderabad, and Ahmedabad. The children from many schools in these cities have been the beneficiaries of your efforts. And if you spread the campaign of planting more trees, cleaning more public places, I think soon, very soon, we'll have this country which will be called a Behtar India, Better India. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, and it's great to be back here at Modern School Vasant Vihar, place where I studied. I don't know about Behtar India, but I can tell you the school is definitely a much better place. This air-conditioned auditorium where all of you are sitting in, when I was here, it used to be open area. We used to be sitting, there used to be a stage out here where we used to do various plays and, you know, but we had to sit outside. So it's great to be back in school. Hi everyone, I'm glad to be here with all of you and I hope you're having a good time. All right, can I just welcome onto the stage three of our most prominent politicians who are each making a major difference in a range of ways. Can I call Shazia Ilmi, Priya, Dutt, and Atishree Marlena, who's actually as advisor to the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. She's doing a lot of work on education, so it's good to have her. Priya Dutt, we've all known, and Shazia representing the government, the BJP also here. You know, I just wanted to say one thing. When we were asked, what is this Behtar India campaign really about? It's based on two premises. Premise number one is that at the end of the day, every one of us can make a change. Some people have the ability to make a massive change. So there is change at a certain level that leaders can do, at a global level, at a national level. As a principal of a school, there is a certain amount of impact and difference you can make, as we've been hearing from some of the principals. But the fundamental concept of the Behtar India campaign is you can make a change by yourself. There's one thing that I have personally learned through 8 to 10 years of doing social campaigns. Nobody is as effective as driving change as you are, as young people are, as kids are. And I'm not just saying this to flatter you. I've seen this time and again. Remember Diwali? Remember how many crackers there used to be? Remember how much pollution used to be there? Young people took it upon themselves to go to parents. My kids never allowed me to burst crackers. They said, stop it, we will not allow you to do it. Young people took the onus, and as a result, we still celebrate Diwali, but the crackers are better, the pollution is a little less. Let me turn to the three of you in your own ways and ask you. Priya, why don't I start with you? If you had to look at the young people whom you have out here,
Right.
first, what is it that politicians can do, leaders can do, and what then is it that they can do? And then I'm going to throw it up to a question and answer session.
I think we as leaders have to set examples. And like you very rightly said that, you know, it starts with the government. And once the government has announced the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan project, it trickles down to various states as well for implementation. But I see nothing that can be done without the people who have to be involved in it.
Shazia, this government in particular, Narendra Modi in particular, has also really decided to take many of these campaigns and to take the campaign approach to driving change. And that's something that we've, of course, it's a partnership approach. So we, for example, also at NDTV have done a lot of them, trying to help the government whichever way we can, whether it's Swachh Bharat, whether it's, you know, ideas like Swasthya, Swachhata, Vatavaran. What is it in your mind that citizens can do, individuals can do to assist the government? And what's the government's thought process?
Children can do small things. It doesn't just, it's a small lane in front of your house. It's a little drain there. It's your own house, and of course the way you keep it, but it's also telling your parents how to segregate waste. Small things, you know, dry and wet waste, composting. These are small things that children, these are the ideas children have to bring home to their parents, to their schools, to the public spaces. And I think that's where children should take the lead. Okay. I mean, government can do only this much. It is beset with a whole lot of bureaucratic delays and all of that. And they mean well. There is intent and clarity of purpose. But the actual vision has to change and come through. It has to be part of a being through our children.